Natural consequences in positive discipline. Natural consequences in positive discipline. Discipline is a term that is often associated with punishment or the use of negative consequences to correct behavior. However, in positive discipline, the emphasis is shifted towards helping children learn from their mistakes and take responsibility for their actions. One approach to positive discipline is the use of natural consequences, which can help children understand the direct consequences of their behavior and learn how to make better choices. What are natural consequences? Natural consequences are the consequences that arise from a child's behavior without any intervention from adults. These consequences occur when a child makes a choice or decision that results in a specific outcome. This outcome may be positive or negative, but it is directly related to the child's behavior. For example, if a child chooses not to wear a coat on a cold day, the natural consequence would be that they feel cold. If they choose to spend all their pocket money on sweets, the natural consequence would be not having any money left for other things they may want or need. Why use natural consequences in positive discipline? The use of natural consequences in positive discipline is aimed at helping children learn from their mistakes and develop responsible behavior. When children are allowed to experience the natural consequences of their actions, they learn from these experiences and are more likely to make better choices in the future. This helps them to develop a sense of responsibility and accountability for their behavior. Using natural consequences in positive discipline can also be beneficial for parents or caregivers. It eliminates the need to constantly monitor and enforce rules and consequences. Instead, parents or caregivers can let the natural consequences of a child's behavior play out. This approach can help children develop self-discipline and improve decision-making skills. What are the benefits of using natural consequences in positive discipline? Using natural consequences in positive discipline can have several benefits for both children and parents or caregivers. Some of these benefits include: 1. Helps children learn responsibility. When children are allowed to experience the natural consequences of their behavior, they learn to take responsibility for their actions. This helps them develop a sense of accountability and encourages responsible behavior. 2. Develops self-discipline. The use of natural consequences can help children develop self-discipline. When they experience the consequences of their behavior, they learn to regulate their behavior and make better choices in the future. 3. Encourages problem solving. Natural consequences can encourage children to develop problem-solving skills. When they experience the consequences of their behavior, they are more likely to seek creative solutions to prevent similar outcomes in the future. 4. Improves communication. The use of natural consequences can improve communication between parents or caregivers and children. When children experience the natural consequences of their behavior, They are more likely to take responsibility for their behavior and communicate more openly about their thoughts and feelings. How to use natural consequences in positive discipline. Natural consequences can be a powerful tool in positive discipline, but it is important to use them correctly. Here are some guidelines to follow when using natural consequences. 1. Allow the consequences to occur naturally. Natural consequences should occur without adult intervention. Parents or caregivers should resist the urge to shield children from the consequences of their behavior. 2. Be consistent. Consequences should be consistent and predictable. Children need to understand that their behavior will always result in a specific consequence. 3. Be clear. Consequences should be clearly communicated to children. Parents or caregivers should explain the consequences of a child's behavior in a way that is easy to understand. 4. Be supportive. It is important to support children when they experience the consequences of their behavior. Parents or caregivers should be empathetic and offer guidance to help children learn from their experiences. 5. Use natural consequences that are logical and related to the behavior. The consequences should be logical and directly related to the child's behavior. Parents or caregivers should avoid using consequences that are arbitrary or unrelated to the behavior. Examples of how to use natural consequences in positive discipline. Here are some examples of how natural consequences can be used in positive discipline. 1. A child refuses to wear a helmet when riding their bike. The natural consequence is the increased risk of injury. Parents or caregivers should explain the importance of wearing a helmet and the potential consequences of not wearing one. 2. A child refuses to eat breakfast and is hungry at school. The natural consequence is feeling hungry. Parents or caregivers can discuss the importance of eating breakfast and offer healthy breakfast options.